Stay tuned to the end of this video to see my #1 tip on getting through labor. It helped me the most. Hey guys, it's Hannah, and tonight we're cozying in. I got my tea, I got my blanket, I got my notes. We are going to talk about a few different options for non-pharmacological pain relief options during labor. That was a mouthful. What does that mean? Examples of things we can do to help cope with the pain of labor that aren't necessarily jumping to an epidural. First things first, I am a mom of 3. I have newborn twins. I'm a full-time nurse, and one of those 2 jobs that I have is labor and delivery, so I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Our first pain relief option is a labor comb or pressure relief points. Now, those are slightly different, slightly similar. A labor comb, it is just what it sounds like. It is a comb you hold in the palm of your hand, and the little teeth push on your hand and you squeeze it. You're squeezing it to get pain in your hand. You're squeezing it so that your brain focuses on what you're feeling in your hand. So if you don't have a comb, dig your nails into your hand. It's the same thing. There are different tools that are the same purpose. I've seen things where they're level 1, 2, 3, little teeth, bigger teeth. There's combs, there's all sorts of things. If you just look it up, there's something out there. Now this is great for first stages of labor. I've seen it into the later stages, but usually at that point, you need to get more in your head and the comb's not really cutting it. So what goes along with this is pressure relief, and that could be anything. It could be massage therapy, it could be shoulder massage, it could be feet massage, there's feet reflexology, it could be counter pressure on your lower back, it could be squeezing your hips together. Anything that feels right to you is right. The second thing is relaxing music or headphones. Listen to whatever you want to listen to. Relaxing sounds, your favorite music, screamo. I wouldn't necessarily recommend screamo unless it's something that you really want to listen to, but whatever you want to listen to, you go ahead and listen to it. And I recommend headphones because you're getting in your own little world, you're in your own little zone, you can tune everything else out, so I definitely recommend that. The third one is mood lighting. I know that sounds cliche, it sounds corny, it's funny, but really just dimming the room, decreasing the stimulation, having all the background noise quiet, like just letting your body do its thing. That can make a world of difference. You don't need visitors during your labor. If you want your mom there, great. If you don't want 15 of your cousins there, don't have them be there. Now, a lot of hospitals do have visitor regulations or limits, but just so you know, this is your party and you can be alone if you want to. The next thing is a sling. This comes with positioning, and the hospital nurses are great at picking positions, but a sling is something that hospitals might not necessarily have. Now, you do need a partner for most of the positions with the sling. I can try to put a couple pictures up here if I can find them, but basically the sling can be used a couple different ways, either under your belly and pulling up, under your shoulder, like a deep squat where the partner's holding the sling and you're squatted down. A few different ways, but I know that that's not as commonly seen as a thing. So if you want to try it, go ahead and try it. Because what's it gonna hurt? Nothing. If you try it, you don't like it, don't do it again. Next one, and this is a huge one, is water therapy or hydrotherapy. Now, depending on your hospital, you may or may not be able to do this, or you might have some rules with it. But there are different kinds. There's a shower head, there is sitting in a bathtub, and there's a soaker tub. The heat and the water itself is great for pain relieving, it's great for muscle relaxation, it's great for all the things. I love it, it's awesome. Now, depending on your medical issues or any complications you have during pregnancy, depending on any medications you're on at the time, depending on the monitoring that you have, could all be roadblocks to getting certain kind of hydrotherapy. So I would definitely recommend talking to your doctor and talking to the hospital before you can have a plan on what to do. But if hydrotherapy is an option, I recommend trying it. The next thing is breathing. Now they do have classes for this, but if you don't want to take a class, something I found very helpful for me was 4 in, hold for 4, 4 out. Now that looks like this. In, 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Now, I know it's funny, I know it's a little bit weird, but when you are in the pains of labor and you're just panicking and you're hyperventilating, that can make pain worse. So what you're gonna do is either you count or your partner count, and you're gonna be moving through that contraction, and you're gonna be swaying, you're gonna be positioned, you're gonna be whatever, and you're just gonna be telling yourself, in 2, 3, 4, hold, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Repeat that the whole contraction. Breathing can seriously make a world of difference. That kind of leads into the next thing of what you're going to be telling yourself, and that's words of affirmation. I got this. I can do this. I'm strong. I was meant for this. I'm going to meet my baby soon. All great things that you are telling yourself to put yourself in that mindset to get this baby out. You can do it. We were meant for this. Now, that's not to say that if you get an epidural, if you get a C-section, if something happens and you have other interventions, that's okay. At the end of the day, the only thing that you need is healthy mom and healthy baby. That goes to the next thing, and that is your support person telling you words of affirmation. You got this. You're great. You're almost done. All the things. Again, it's just instead of you telling yourself that, it's you hearing it. Now, some people don't like noises and words and talking and all that during contractions. I totally get it. But that's where you just tell your partner, tell your support person what you need. Hey, during this next contraction, I need the room quiet. Hey, during this next contraction, push here on my back. Hey, during this next contraction, fan me off. You know, all the things. Make a plan in between contractions. I cannot stress how important it is to communicate your needs in between contractions. There is nothing, a couple things, but nothing worse than being in the middle of contraction and someone asking you a question. All you want to do is just focus on your body, focus on the contraction, focus on the pain, because answering a question at that point in time is the most difficult. Or telling someone what you need from them in that moment can be more stressful and in the end inhibit you from coping with those labor pains. And finally, the biggest thing that I found helped me personally was telling myself, this too shall pass. To understand this, you need to understand what labor is. Now, labor are sets of contractions causing dilation to get your baby out. So contractions happen. Ideally, they will be every 2 minutes near the end of labor. But how they happen is it starts as a break, no pain, and then it starts slowly going up, the pain's getting worse, the pain's getting worse, the pain's getting worse, and then it peaks. This is as intense as it's going to get, and then it starts getting better, and the pain starts going away, and it starts going away, and it's almost gone, and you have a break again. It's a bell curve. That's how a contraction works. Now, they can last anywhere from 40 seconds to a minute to a minute and a half. And you can have a break from anywhere from 10 minutes to 5 minutes to 1 minute. Depending on how long your contractions are, how strong they are, and the breaks in between are depending on the interventions that your nurses are going to do for you. So your specific labor will look different, and your healthcare team should be creating an individualized plan for you. But what I can tell you is a contraction starts at nothing, it peaks, and it ends. So asking your nurses, how do I know? Or having your partner ask them, how do I know when this contraction is almost over, when it's peaking? Have them show you what a contraction looks like so that your partner can tell you, all right, babe, a contraction's coming on. You know, you can do this. You're great. You're great. All right, hey, we are at the top. Hard part is over. We're coming down. We're coming down. We're almost done, babe. Almost done. We're going to get that break and break time. Someone telling you, reminding you, helping you through a contraction makes a world of difference. Because trust me, when you're in a contraction and you're here and it's getting worse and it's getting worse and then it peaks, you feel like the world is going to end. You know, 30 seconds of a contraction feels like an eternity to you. So having someone say, all right, babe, okay, hard part is over. We are at that peak. We're coming down now. We're coming down. Hey, it's almost done. It's almost done. And a break. Just that bringing you back to reality, giving you that sense of time back, and those positive words of affirmation all mixed together. Great way to reduce pain. All right, guys, those are just a few quick things of how to get through labor. You can do it. Just remember, at the end of the day, you can do it. Use your nurses, use your doctors, use your midwives, use your support person, use all your people to help you get through this labor. You were meant to do it, and you can do it. I believe in you. I trust in you. I've seen it before. I've done it myself. So if you enjoyed this video, let me know, like, subscribe, follow for more. Comment down below on other things you want to learn about, and go ahead and check out my channel because there will be a lot more videos where this comes from. All right, bye guys.